Welcome to Quarantine Cuisine with your special guest this week, Cousin Cletus.
Well, hello there, folks. Cletus here. Tells you what, I'm excited as a pig in a poke to be here today hosting Quarantine Kitchen and the cookout with you. Now, when these internet folks approached me about doing my country cooking, I said, gosh, what can I make? And they said, now, Cletus, think about what you would normally eat when you want to de-stress. And I said, well, let me think about this. And then I came up with my idea. Whether I want to de-stress or be-stress or C-stress, any letter of the alphabet, the thing that I come up with and that I always want to eat is a tube steak. Now, I've been told some people may not understand what a tube steak is. Well, it's a wiener. I remember growing up in a trailer park. Me and the brothers, we'd go out and we'd catch possum or raccoon or squirrel. By gosh, squirrel is great. It's a good lean meat. And we'd make tube steak, wieners out of that meat. Now today, because I'm not out at the trailer, I've been given an actual kitchen to prepare your meal. We're not using squirrel or possum today. So let's see what they got for me. Well, I'll be turkey franks. Turkey franks. I didn't even realize a turkey had a wiener. Well, so today we're going to use turkey wieners to make our lunch. Now, I would normally do this outside on an open flame or a barbecue, but since I burnt down the trailer in the park, I haven't been allowed to use the fire anymore. So, for today's lunch, we're going to use this electric stove. God dang, isn't that special? So, I'm going to make sure that we boil our wiener. Boiled wieners are the best. Now, before I boil my wiener, I'm going to do one little special thing. Every hot dog on a wiener has a roll. And a cold roll, that's for suckers. We want to have a nice, warm, crispy roll. So we're going to put some butter in a pan and fry it up so we can toast our roll directly in the pan. Now, my advice to you is make sure you use butter, because that margarine, oh my God, margarine, that stuff, that'll get your arteries all backed up worse than Thanksgiving poop. I tell you what, it's terrible for you. Use some butter. So let's get our pan all heated up. Let's put a little butter in there. We want to make sure we get a nice heaping spoonful of butter, and then we'll put it in a pan. Here we go, butter. Butter goes in. Look at that. Look at that butter melting. My gosh, isn't that special? I can hardly wait for that to melt down, and then we're gonna make ourselves a toasty roll. Well, now as that butter done be melting, I'm just gonna put the fork and the butter aside for now. It's gonna melt. I need those rolls. Where's the rolls? There we go. Toasty rolls, toasty rolls. I'm gonna open them up a little bit. Hello, roll. How you doing? That's ready to go. Now I better use a knife to open up. Gosh, we gotta open up the wieners. Now you wanna be careful when using a knife. I'm not very good. I sometimes cut myself. Today I was very careful, I think. Let's not cut my fingers off here. Let's go, okay. So one of the other tricks, once I get my wieners out, gotta move that butter around the pan if I want to toast my buns. Here we go. Let's get it done. So while these buns are toasting, put them in there cut side down, I need to prepare the turkey wiener for its hot bath. So I'm going to poke some holes in that wiener. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't cough on your wiener. That's bad news, especially in this climate. When you got the quarantine wiener, you cough, gets people all scared. 1, 3, 7, 12, 5. I like to poke 5 holes in the wiener with the fork because when I'm cooking those wieners, I want the water to get all up inside there, help boil it out, boil it out. Now the other interesting thing about today is that, I normally just use whatever condiment or topping I had around, but they give me fancy toppings today. Let's take a look. Honey Dijon moutarde. Well, I'll be done. Honey Dijon. What else we got in here? Oh, there we go. Buffalo ketchup. Well, if I can't have possum, at least I can have some buffalo ketchup. Let's use that. What else? Oh, there we go. What the hell is this? Hot dog wiener relish. Well, I'll be. It kind of looks like baby diarrhea, but it's got a good list of ingredients. So let's get those toppings ready to go. Let's flip the rolls. Oh, those are looking nice. Nice and toasty as them rolls. Oh, those are looking nice. Those are nice and toasty, are those rolls. I am getting hungrier and hungrier by the minute waiting for this boiled wiener. Now, while you wait, you may just want to think about what you've done. Think about the exciting things that you've got coming up on the weekend. My list is pretty short, so I don't think for very long. Let's flick those buns. Oh yes, them rolls are looking nice and golden brown now. That's exactly what we want for a high quality boiled turkey wiener. Now some people ask me, Cletus, how hot do you get that pan? And I tell you what, if I stick my hand in there and this deep and it doesn't burn my hand, that's just right. If I put my hand in that pan and it gets burnt, then I'm stupid and it's too hot. Okay, now these rolls are looking mighty fine. So I'm gonna turn up the heat on this contraption so we can get ready to boil our wieners. Oh yes, that's delightful. Those buns are looking crisp and toasty. All right, they look like they're done as these rolls, so I'm gonna take them out of the pan and set them onto my plate. Now I'm gonna clean off with some warm water all this burnt butter so that we can make our boiled wiener water. The trick to good boiled wiener water is to make sure that pan is nice and clean. I tell you what, while we wait for the wiener water to heat up, one of the biggest mistakes people will make is as they boil their wiener, they'll then take it out of the water, put it in the bun, and dump out the wiener water. What the hell are you thinking? That wiener water has got salt, it's got nitrates, it's got a whole lot of good stuff. I will drink that as an after dinner beverage. It is really good for you. So, tip number 2 of the day, don't throw out your wiener water. Save that for later. Ooh, there we go. The wiener water is starting to bubble. Can't wait. We're a few seconds away from putting those turkey wieners into the bath and boiling them up. Alrighty, time for the wieners to go in the water. Woo! Look at that little splash. Now, to make your wiener nice and tender, after it sits in this boiling water for about 6 minutes, it should be just fine to put in the buns. So, let's do it. Woo, look at that steamy water. Boil, wieners, boil. Oh, those, if you could only smell how this tube steak smells, you'd be excited too. Almost ready. Sometimes when the wiener water's boiling, it rolls. So I like to make sure that the wieners turn over in the water, get coated on all sides with that warm wiener water bath. Now I know some people have come up to me and said, now Cletus, what happens if you don't really like a boiled wiener? Well, that's crazy talk. Don't listen to those people who don't think that there's value in a boiled wiener. I don't get it. People say, Cletus, if it ain't barbecued meat, why am I wasting my time? Well, You just try this at home. You have a boiled wiener for the first time on that crispy roll, wiener roll, woo! You'll be so excited until your head popped off. My gosh, look at those wieners. They are ready. I think it's time for us to put them inside the bun and save this wiener water. Okay, let's turn off the heat on this electric stove. Now I'm just going to turn the wieners one last time. Woo-wee. Let's take them out of the boiling water. There's wiener number 1. Into the roll it goes. Here's wiener number 2. Shake it off. Into the roll it goes. Now, as I said before, don't you dare throw this wiener water out. I'm going to take this over and I'm going to put it in this fry pan, this little measuring cup, because I want some wiener water for later. Here we go. Now that we got the wieners out of the frying pan and into the buns, let's top them off. I'll put on some of this honey Dijon moutarde. Let's get that layered on there nice and, come on now moutarde, let's go. There we go. I don't like too much moutarde, so I'll just put a little bit. Now, I always save the ketchup for last. So let's put on some of this, what is this, baby diarrhea relish? Yeah, open that up. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, nice and runny. Now I put that just down to one side. Don't be foolish, don't get too much. That's it, just down to one side of your boiled wiener. What a treat, there we go. Now we gotta finish it off with some of this buffalo ketchup. I've never done here buffalo ketchup. Shake it up, here we go. Now, I do like me a ketchup, so I'll make sure we got lots of ketchup on that roll. My gosh, look at that. Will you look at that? That looks good enough to eat. And by gosh, I think I will. So here we go. It's the moment of truth. It's time to taste the fruits of our labor, the boiled wiener. Here we go. By gosh, that's a good wiener. Look at that. Tasty and delicious. I can't wait to get into that some more. That's a tasty wiener. And I tell you what, I'm going to eat all that wiener, but I wanted to show you. Let's pull our wiener water out. Ah, gosh, isn't that delightful? I've got a whole cup of wiener water for after I'm done my hot dogs. Well, that was all we had the time for today in Quarantine Kitchen. Be sure to come back next week when I'll show you how to take unrefrigerated roadkill and turn it into a loaf. See you next week, folks.